Look, you have mini ears on. You okay? You doing all right? With the hiccups, huh? This is fun and interesting. Morning. I'm not exactly camera ready right now. I didn't like even get ready. I just like threw on a sweatshirt. Just wanted to say hi and good morning. Taylor and I are off to a good start today. She kind of is doing this kick of like sleeping through the night a little bit. Like she still wakes up around like anywhere between 5 a.m.-ish on, but it's still much better than it used to be, waking up like a couple times a night. Joe just went off to drop off Lincoln at school, so he'll be back soon, and I'm just trying to brew coffee, make formula, get myself ready for vlogging, and I have to edit today. It was super embarrassing when my in-laws were here yesterday and our house was in shambled mess. That was like my worst nightmare come to life. Little miss, I love how you look like you have little bow on your head. Got my army of formula made. So Joe is currently cleaning out the garage because he wants to make more room to fit in both of our cars. The way our garage is right now, it's like the cars barely fit in. They'll be touching almost, but he's trying to make room because it's going to be super cold starting from today. And I went outside today too, and it is cold. He's cleaning up, and then he found some more stuff in bins that I had put away, like more toys that I put away for future use for Lincoln. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to look through more bins, so gotta go do that. So I just feel like the mess that we're making is just continually growing and expanding, not necessarily shrinking and reducing. And we have done donations, like 2 runs of it, I think. We're gonna do more. I don't know. Just, oh wow, I'm cooking eggs right now. Taylor's trying to nap. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired because I was supposed to go edit a video today. Joe was supposed to watch Taylor. He's over there right now. But what we did instead was start talking about business, because Joe and I don't really get a chance to sit together. Like, we're not always home together doing the same thing together, even though he gets to work from home a lot. So we rarely get opportunities where Lincoln's not interrupting us or we're not off doing our own work to sit and talk. And so we did, and we started talking about business ideas because we're really trying to kick it into gear for this coming year, for 2023. So doing this Vlogmas is inspiring me to vlog more. So maybe after this Vlogmas, I'll continue to vlog, maybe not like every single day, but still to take you along with our process, how it's going, and like what we're brainstorming about. But yeah, I think this was a very successful meeting. What do you think, Joe?
Get the thumbs up from me.
You felt like it was a productive time?
It's always a productive time with you.
It was good. It was like probably a 2-hour conversation, maybe longer. We were also watching YouTubers that were inspiring us, because I shared before that I'm trying to fill my mind with positive things. And so if I'm trying to think about side hustles and businesses and how to grow our channel and everything like that, like I'm trying to watch other people with good advice as well. So instead of editing today, it's almost time. It's like going to be time to pick up Lincoln soon. Before we know it, it's lunchtime now. So I got to actually make lunch. And then, yeah, who knows if I'll actually have time to edit today, maybe later tonight. Oh, yeah, you're an internal processor. So after we talked about everything, Joe has to sit there and like process it in his mind for a couple of days. Even from yesterday and today, we started this conversation last night, his mind changed already, right?
Stop changing my mind.
I changed his mind. He thought one way, I thought another. And then this morning he woke up and he's like, I think you're right. It cracks me up. So looking at my leftovers, this is from yesterday. I have this little bit of rice, a little bit of broccoli, a little bit of steak. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to turn these into quesadillas for Joe and me to eat for lunch. Broccoli. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, where'd it go? Where did it go? I can't wait till Taylor starts eating solid foods. I think that'll be so fun. I think she might be a good eater. She's very observant when we eat. So she just like watches us eating and is very fascinated by it. I know we didn't even do like a formal Meet Taylor video yet. We didn't even talk about our labor and delivery story, but there's so much to say about that too. We actually filmed it too. This is the cooked broccoli I had from last night. I'm just chopping it up. I know it sounds kind of funny adding broccoli to a quesadilla, but it's good. I've made a recipe before on our blog. It's like an old one where I made a broccoli burrito. So it was like rotisserie chicken, salsa, cheese, and like broccoli, steamed broccoli, and it's good. I don't know, I love cold steak. I like cold steak and cold fried chicken. I love how when flank steak is cooked right, medium rare, it's so tender. Should I put this leftover rice in the quesadilla? I know that sounds funny, but like rice goes inside burritos, like a Chipotle burrito, so it might be okay. Maybe if I add some salsa and cheese to it for some flavoring. Might as well use it up. I don't like food waste. Are you guys enjoying these like IRL cooking vlogs? Like, yeah, I told you sometimes I cook some funny stuff. Like this is not too bad, but I cook some funky stuff sometimes when I just don't have time. I'm just trying to use up my ingredients without wasting. And also I'm in a rush because we work from home most of our time. I should probably put cheese down first so there's glue. Most of the time we eat in like all of our meals 3 times a day. And we eat out sometimes. We do some takeout, but most of the time we eat in. It's faster, it's more convenient, and it's cheaper / also most of the time healthier, not all the time. I love the feeling when you first come home from Costco, or you just first come home from Trader Joe's, because you feel like you're so wealthy. Like you feel like you have a plethora of ingredients, like fresh ingredients, and like the sky's the limit with your creativity and like what you can make. Like you have so many options. And then this is the feeling that I don't like when you're like down to your last scraps of food. But what I was telling Joe was like, do you think that if we were like wealthier and I had like ton of ingredients at hand, I could go shopping for whatever I wanted, that, you know, like our food would be good? And he's like, no, it's because I'm forced to be scrappy that I have creativity because of it. And I agree with that. These weird concoctions lead to creativity, which lead to like awesome recipes. And a lot of our blog, especially before we were YouTubers, because I started chefjulieyoon.com before the YouTube stuff existed. So a lot of our recipes on that website are like old school, like just photography, no videos. And a lot of those recipes were created like when I was alone in our apartment in California, and I was just using bibbidi bobs, and I was just being creative. And those are like the best recipes. And I still think they're the best recipes to this day. I say this while I'm like using steak like in a quesadilla. Yeah, sometimes we have nice ingredients too, but for the most part, I don't really keep fancy ingredients in the home, which is why if you look at our website and our YouTube videos, you won't see like a ton of recipes with like really fancy ingredients. It's funny because when you have like little bits of food, it doesn't look like much. You're like, oh, this is like not enough to make any kind of meal. And I'm like, what is the point of saving this? Like there's a temptation to almost like get rid of that leftover crumbs of rice, or just to like chuck the leftover bits of broccoli. But I'm like, no, like I'm sure that I can figure out where to put it in. And I didn't know that when I saved it that I would be making it into a quesadilla today. I had no idea. I thought, oh, maybe fried rice, because that's kind of like my go-to mindset. I always think, oh, let me see if I can turn this into a fried rice, because fried rice, you don't need a lot of everything. You just like cut up little bits and, you know, saute it. But I actually like the fact that this is now turning into something brand new from what it was. I just need some more glue. It's so much easier to cook for ourselves when Lincoln's not home, because he is a little bit of a picky eater and he has a lot of limitations on what he likes to eat or can eat. Like he can't really eat spicy foods. He doesn't like a ton of Korean food. It depends on what it is. And he doesn't eat like, you know, too many things that we eat or that we like to eat. I'm just gonna go ahead and drizzle the tops with the oil, and then I turn the heat to low because you don't want the tortillas to burn before the inside gets cooked and melted. Now my leftovers are gone. I can clean this up. I have a little bit of salsa left. I'm not gonna throw this away either, because I could always throw this into my scrambled eggs and make a breakfast sandwich. That's where the whole concept of our show Bits and Pieces came from, because I'm always using scraps of things in my real life. Like, how can I use this to repurpose for the next day? Because I don't actually like leftovers. I mean, I like it sometimes. I like it like maybe eating it one other time, but I don't like eating it again and again, and especially like not like 2 meals in a row. Like I wouldn't eat the same thing like for 2 dinners in a row probably. I would always have to kind of redo it or zhuzh it up in some way or serve it with something else. But I still like to keep leftover ingredients and kind of challenge myself to see what I can come up with after that. I feel like this is a way that I stay creative, even if nobody's watching. Like, cause this Vlogmas is the first time I'm actually showing you IRL cooking, like in real life. I'm not ever really showing this to you on our fan page or on Instagram or even on TikTok, but I should more. I think part of the time I'm like, this doesn't seem very chefy of me to do this or to eat instant food or to like make something really quick with like very minimal cooking or effort. But I realize that's the kind of stuff that's actually helpful and useful to you because maybe you're in the same situation as me and you have like little bibbidi bobs in your fridge as well. If you can resonate with what I'm talking about, leave a comment below. Tell me what was your most creative thing that you made using little bibbidi bobs of stuff. Also, if you've been enjoying this Vlogmas series and cooking in real life and seeing my home life and stuff, remember to subscribe and push that like button because it pushes up the video in the algorithm, and you know I've been talking about that. A girl needs your help, okay? Look, see, Joel, proof that you will eat this and you do eat it on anything. We literally eat this with everything. We eat it with like Asian food, American food, Mexican food, because it just goes with anything. It's just like pickled spicy vegetables. Yeah, might just put this and a little bit of sour cream on top. I could have put this on the inside too, but I completely forgot about it. This is coming out to be a very exciting and wonderful lunch, and I didn't even expect it. Today is one of those days I really just didn't care about my looks or my hair or my makeup. Usually I try a little bit more. I knew this might happen, that as I continued vlogging that I might start getting lazier and lazier, but that's all part of letting go of perfectionism too, which is what I said I'm working on, and it's been working so far. I have been letting go of perfectionism, whether it's editing, filming, getting the right angles, or even like looking camera ready. I feel like cooking never stops to fascinate me because like plain tortillas with a little bit of heat turns into this. It's like all gushing out. Joe, I need you to be my taste tester.
Perfect.
You have to go, like you're drinking something. See, if I waited, it would have cut more cleanly. I was like, and it like all gushing out here. You can put more peppers and sour cream on as you wish. Joe started using a fork. I'm like, why are you using a fork to pick up a quesadilla? What was your reasoning? You didn't want to be messy?
Because it was all gushing out, it was messy.
Gushing out and messy. Good. Peppers add something to it. Do you like the rice inside? It was like whatever leftover stuff I had.
There's rice inside?
Uh-huh.
I didn't even notice.
Back in dungeon again, ready to edit. I have about 30 minutes before Joe has to go pick up Lincoln. Oh, I can't wait until we clean up this basement because you should see this desk. I'm just like sitting here in the midst of piles of rubble everywhere. Yeah, and then like the view in front of you is like all the disheveledness too. Well, so lunch was good. Joe's going to watch Taylor for about 30 minutes, then he has to leave. And then at that point, I'll probably, if she's sleeping still, then I can probably still keep going for a little longer until Lincoln comes home. But if not, then I'll have to stop. This vlog, I'm actually having a fun time editing. It's a lot of moving parts to it. That's what happens because it's all filmed in like a day, but like that day was a little bit particularly more exciting. And it always helps when I'm like filming with other people too. So like if other people are in the vlog, like they're there with me, then the banter is more natural and stuff. So it's like more fun. Oh look, I'm cooking again in this one. That's like the first scene that I see. So make sure that you subscribe so you can see these videos and go back and check out that video too. I was just picking my royalty-free music. I didn't realize that it was already past 30 minutes. I've just been on a roll, and Joe definitely has to leave. I don't even have a monitor down here, so I'm gonna call it quits for today for the vlog. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah? Oh, okay. Kind of big, but it's all right. It works. Lincoln's going down for the night. Taylor's taking a weird nap. She'll go down for the night in a bit too. Maybe in an hour from now. She'll wake up in a little bit. I'm almost done. Okay. You gonna watch me edit? Hey, guess what? She slept through the night. Like, I didn't think this would happen so soon. She's 2 months old, and this is probably a fluke, let's be honest. And I'm just like waiting for that moment. I felt like she was going